Welcome to the Deep Dive. We unpack sources to find, well, the key insights. Today we're jumping into The Empty Chair. It's this really powerful short narrative. And like a lot of modern parables, it kind of hits you with this reminder about, the cost of always being so busy. Our mission really is to pull out the wisdom here. Look at what success really means, what connection means, when the world's just measuring productivity. And those first lines, wow, they really grabbed us, hinting at this deep regret. He always said, I'll call her tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. And now, all that's left is a chair by the window and silence. Pretty stark opening.
It really is. And what's so striking is how fast it cuts right to the bone, you know? This universal modern problem, unintentionally neglecting the people who matter most, all because you're chasing, say, professional goals. This story, it isn't just sad, it's actually a challenge. It sort of forces you to ask yourself, okay, the world values productivity, fine, but how do we build a measure of success that actually values, like, being present, not just performing?
That's such a critical question. So the story gives us Daniel, he's 29, a software engineer, and outwardly, total success story, building apps, leading teams, getting awards. Looked like he had it all. But where do we first see that emptiness start to show?
Well, the narrative flips pretty quickly to show the contrast, right? Between the shiny outside and the void inside. Daniel, he's so driven by ambition, he consistently overlooks his mother. And it's not like he's being malicious. It's that insidious creep of just being really busy. Something I think, well, a lot of us can probably relate to.
Oh, for sure. It's easy to judge, but the source gives these examples. These quick, hurried calls. Like, hi, Mom, I'm in a meeting, call you later. Or,
right.
Mom, I'm tired, can we talk tomorrow? In the classic, I'll visit soon, promise.
Yeah.
It just really highlights how ambition can just overshadow everything else.
Yeah.
Does the story paint this as, like, inevitable? Success means losing connection.
No, I think it actually challenges that directly. And what's so heartbreaking is the mother's response in the story. Every single time she just sort of smiled through the phone, They say, take your time, Beta. That term of endearment.
Yeah.
I'm always here. She never laid on the guilt, never pushed. But then the story reveals her quiet ritual. Every evening, make a cup of chai, sit in that favorite wooden chair by the window, and just wait. Wait for a call that, well, usually didn't come. That quiet image, it says everything about those unseen sacrifices.
And that turning point in the story, it's just incredibly sudden. Hits you hard. One morning, Daniel's phone rings. It's his uncle, his mother. She'd passed away. Quietly in her sleep. No warning, no final conversation, just gone.
Yeah. The impact on Daniel described is just
Yeah.
immediate, palpable, shattered. He rushes home and the house feels wrong. Smaller, quieter, colder. The writing there is masterful, how it points out the small things suddenly becoming huge. Her slippers, a faint smell of cooking, her glasses on the table. It's that stark finality, isn't it? It just amplifies the whole message about lost time, lost chances. You can't get it back.
And then, as he sees it, that wooden chair by the window, still there, still facing the street, still waiting. And on it, there's a folded letter, his name, written in her handwriting, soft, shaky. He opens it, hands trembling.
That letter, it's really the emotional core, isn't it? It's like this quiet indictment, but also this incredible act of just unconditional love. She writes something like, my dearest Daniel, I know you're busy. Life moves fast.
Oh.
I never wanted to slow you down, but I always hoped, just once, you'd sit here with me, like when you were little.
Oh, man.
That you'd tell me about your world, that you'd laugh like you used to. But I understand, I really do. You were chasing your dreams. I was just cheering you on quietly from here. Love, Mom. It's such a powerful picture of that quiet support, that longing.
And he just breaks down, sits on the floor next to the chair, crying like you hadn't in years. Because all those achievements, they meant nothing compared to missing out on her, the person who gave him everything. This moment, it's more than grief, right? It feels like a complete shift in perspective, a redefinition of what success even is.
Exactly, precisely. His external success, all those awards and apps, they just felt hollow, empty in that moment of loss.
Yeah.
But what's key here, I think, is the story doesn't just leave him in grief, it shows him changing.
Yeah.
It underlines that real success maybe isn't just what you get, but what you build
Yeah.
in terms of human connection.
Right. And the change isn't just feeling sad, it's action. That's what's transformative. After the funeral, he stays home a bit longer, finds this box under her bed, and it's like A treasure trove of her quiet love, letters she wrote him but never sent.
Oh, wow.
Drawings he did as a kid, even a diary entry from the day he got his first job. She was always there, paying attention. He never really looked.
Mm.
And that realization, it sparks this massive shift.
Yeah, it does. The story says when he went back to the city, he was fundamentally different. He starts actively doing the things he put off, calling his younger sister every Sunday, actually meeting old friends for tea.
Yeah, sending letters to his aunt in Canada. He even joined a volunteer group for lonely elders.
Right. He learned that hard lesson. Success, no matter how great, means nothing if you have no one to share it with.
It's all about building and, crucially, nurturing those connections. So, this story of Daniel and his mother, it really boils down to presence, doesn't it? More than just family. We've kind of walked through his journey from that frantic tech career
Right.
to that devastatingly quiet moment by the empty chair reading that letter. It forces us to rethink what we value.
Absolutely. And that brings up a really important question, maybe for you, the listener. Daniel's story makes it painfully clear. Time runs out. It's finite. So consider this. What are the potential empty chairs in your own life right now? Are there connections you're delaying? Assuming tomorrow is guaranteed, what's actually going to be left when all the busyness finally fades away? Something to think about.